What's up, guys? I'm back. I know I haven't been posting in a while, so today we're going to be playing Speedrun 12. Now, I haven't played this in a while, and I'm going to talk about a real Reddit story while we play. So, I was 15, and my mother worked 2 jobs. She did everything for us. She cleaned for us, but one thing she didn't like is us sneaking out of the house without telling her. And I was at the time, I was 7. My sister said, "Hey, should we sneak out? I think it would be fun." And I was just like, "No, didn't Mom tell us not to?" So she forcibly dragged me out of the house. We were only 7 and 8 at the time. She was 8, I was 7. And she, being the crazy girl that she was, decided it would be a great idea for us to go in the woods. I didn't want to, of course, because it was night. It was the middle of the night, to be exact. Now she, wanting to, I'm not specifying names in this video because I'll get copyright striked, but she would always like to go places. And I always was like, but why? We're just kids. She didn't care if we were kids, adults, teens. She didn't care. So, she tried to forcibly drag me into the woods. I pulled away because what else was a girl to do? Now, I didn't want to upset my sister, so I had a phone at the time, and I texted my mom that we were going out. Of course, being the loving mother that she is, she asked where. Now, this is when my sister took my phone. She said, "We're going to a friend's house," and she sent it. But the app that I had, which I can't remember the name, it didn't allow you to delete messages. Kind of like iMessage. But it was crazy because she smashed my phone right after she sent the message, right after she knew it was sent. So, I was hopeless. My sister was excited to go into the woods, and I was just scared as fuck. So, we go into the woods, hear birds chirping, crickets chirping. All stuff normal, right? We hear fire sounding a bit too close. We look behind us. There is an entire forest fire everywhere. We didn't know what to do, so we kept running. We ran all the way until my sister couldn't run anymore whatsoever. And then she was just like, "Oh my God, we're going to die. We're going to die." And I was just like, "We're not." But she, being the person that she was, assumes things way too quickly. So she decided to shove a stick in her arm. I didn't know what to do, so I started to drag her back to the shortcut that we took.
Rebecca, is this yours?
Yeah.
Here you go. You left it out there.
Sorry about that, guys. But she literally did all of that. And so when I start dragging her back, she's like, "Oh, come on, it's only a minor scrape." The stick was halfway into her arm. That's not a minor scrape. So I drag her back to the house. Our mom was like, well, what were you guys thinking? Where were you? Why is her phone smashed? Blah, blah, blah. So my sister has to explain everything that she does. She got grounded for a month. But that's not where it ends. One night, while she's still grounded, she climbs out through her window. Middle of the night. Everyone's dead as asleep. So, I wake up at 2:34 a.m. to get water. Okay? 2:34 a.m. to get water. I go into her room to make sure she's sleeping because she is prone to sneaking out. Guess where she was in the end? A flipping club. I'm not lying when I say this. So, I go there in my pajamas and start screaming at her, telling her to come home. Come home. But what does she do? Doesn't listen. Gets grounded for 3 more weeks, okay? I tried to warn her. 1 month and 3 weeks is her sentence. So, her window gets locked, her door gets locked, she's only allowed out if necessary. Meals or to use the bathroom. Supervised. There's no windows in the bathroom, no way out. So, I say, well, you shouldn't be sneaking out anyways at your age. You're only 8. She's just like, well, I don't care. You're not my mom. And I'm just like, excuse me? I know I'm not your mom, but I'm your sister. And then she, of course, being the diabolical person she is, she steals Mom's shotgun in the middle of the night and starts firing it at the ceiling. And when I say at the ceiling, I mean full on rifle blows. At the ceiling. Do you know how much that ceiling costed to fix? $5,000. But it's fine. We get fixed. 1 month and 3 weeks later, she's ungrounded. Well, actually, there was 2 more weeks. So, yeah, she gets ungrounded, surprisingly. And I just say, well, did you like staying in your room? She's like, actually, yeah, it was pretty peaceful. And I'm just like, well, then why did you always sneak out? She's just like, oh, no, just to piss Mom off. She gets a therapist after that. So, after that entire dramatic incident, we are sitting at dinner. There's a sharp knife, middle table. Takes it, stabs it right through her arm without flinching. This is a true story, by the way. Can't remember any of the names. Wasn't to my sister. Someone else's. I'm just reading it off of a script while I'm playing. So, yeah. She goes to a mental hospital. And thankfully they get her on depression medication and all of that. Sorry, I'm chilling with friends tonight. Anyways, she comes back, I think it was around 2, 3, 4 months after. Yeah, somewhere around there. And I'm always like, so did you like it there? how are we? And she's just like, silent, not speaking. And then she tells me, she says, and I quote, "Sorry, you did not give me the speak command." Like freaking Siri. And I'm just thinking like, what? Because she accidentally went to a mental school that trains bad behavior. Let's just say that. So, me trying to stay calm, not lose my temper because Mom will send me there too, saying, "What was that place called again?" And she's just like, "Sorry, I cannot give out classified information." And I'm just over here thinking, how is a mental asylum classified? Like, did they make you sign an NDA? Anyways, come back for part 2 next week. Bye, guys.